The red sun of Kepler 442b hung low in the purple sky when Yuna heard the crying sound. She stopped walking and listened carefully. The wind moved through the tall grass around her, making soft noises. But underneath that she heard something. Else something in pain. Yuna, come back here. Her brother Taiho called from behind her. We need to finish checking the fence before dark. Yuna ignored him. She followed the sound through the grass. Her medical bag bounced against her hip as she walked. The crying got louder. It sounded like a hurt animal. Yuna! Taiho's voice was angry now. Mom will be mad if we're late for dinner again. She found the source of the crying behind a big rock. A metal trap had caught something. The trap was old and rusty. It must have been left here by the first people who came to this planet. They had built many traps to keep dangerous animals away from their camps. But the animal in the trap was not what Yuna expected to see. It looked like a wolf, but it was much bigger. Its fur was silver and black, and it shimmered in the strange light of the alien sun. The creature had 6 legs instead of 4. Its eyes were bright blue, like the ice back on Earth. Blood covered its front paw where the trap had caught it. The creature saw Yuna and tried to back away. It made a low growling sound. Its teeth were long and sharp. Yuna could see that it was scared and angry. Oh no, Yuna whispered. You're hurt, aren't you? Taiho came running through the grass. He stopped when he saw the creature. His hand moved to the gun on his belt. Yuna, get away from that thing, he said. We don't know what it is. It's hurt. Yuna said she did not move away. Look at its paw. The trap is cutting into it. That's not our problem, Taiho said. We need to report this to the colony. They'll want to know about new animals. The creature tried to pull its paw free from the trap. It cried out in pain. The sound made Yuna's heart hurt. She had always wanted to help hurt animals. That was why she was studying to be a doctor. I can help it, she said. Are you crazy? Taiho moved closer. That thing could kill you. Look at those teeth. Yuna looked at the creature's eyes instead of its teeth. She saw fear there and pain. The same look she had seen in the eyes of hurt animals back on Earth. It's scared, she said. If I wanted to hurt someone, I would be scared too. She sat down on the ground, far enough from the creature that it would not feel trapped. She opened her medical bag and took out some supplies. The creature watched her with its bright blue eyes. Hello, little fuzzy friend, Yuna said in a soft voice. I know you're scared. I'm scared too. But I want to help you. The creature stopped trying to pull away. It tilted its head to one side like dogs did when they were curious. Yuna, this is stupid, Taiho said. We should call for help. From who? Yuna asked. The colony is 2 hours away. By the time they get here, this animal might be dead. She moved a little closer. The creature watched her but did not growl. Blood was still coming from its paw. Yuna could see that the trap was cutting deeper. I'm going to help you, she said. But you have to trust me, okay? The creature made a small sound. It was not a growl this time. It sounded almost like a question, Yuna moved closer. She was now close enough to touch the creature. Its fur looked soft, but she could see the muscles underneath. This animal was strong. It could hurt her easily if it wanted to. Easy now, she said. I'm just going to look at your paw. The creature let her touch the trap. Its paw was swollen and hot. The metal had cut deep into the skin. Yuna could see that the wound was getting infected. This is going to hurt, she told the creature. But I need to open the trap to free your paw. The creature seemed to understand. It lay down and put its head on the ground. But it kept watching Yuna with its bright blue eyes. Yuna worked on the trap for several minutes. It was old and the metal was stuck. The creature whimpered when she had to pull on its paw, but it did not try to bite her. Almost got it, she said. Finally, the trap opened. The creature pulled its paw free and licked the wound. Dark blue blood dripped onto the ground. Wait, Yuna said. Let me clean that for you. She took out a bottle of medicine and some clean cloth. The creature watched as she cleaned the wound. Its blood was a strange color, but the wound looked like wounds she had seen on Earth animals. You're going to be okay, she said as she wrapped the paw with bandages. Keep this clean and dry. The medicine will help it heal. The creature stood up and tested its paw. It could walk, but it was still limping. It looked at Yuna for a long moment. Then it did something that surprised her. It touched her hand with its nose. The touch was gentle, like a dog saying thank you. You're welcome, Yuna said. The creature turned and walked away into the tall grass. But before it disappeared, it looked back at her one more time. Taiho stared at his sister. I can't believe you just did that. It needed help, Yuna said. She was putting her medical supplies back in her bag. That's what doctors do. We help. That wasn't a person, Taiho said. That was some kind of alien animal. It could have killed you, but it didn't, Yuna said. It let me help it. As they walked back toward the colony, Yuna thought about the creature's blue eyes. There had been something in those eyes. Something that seemed almost human. Intelligence, maybe? Or understanding. She wondered if she would see the creature again. High in the hills above them. 6 pairs of blue eyes watched the 2 humans walk away. The creatures had been hunting when they heard their pack member cry out. They had come to help, but they had hidden when they saw the humans. Now they had seen something new. Something that none of their kind had ever seen before. One of the soft-skinned creatures had helped instead of hurting. The pack leader made a decision. They would watch these humans. They would learn about them. And maybe if these humans were different from the others who had come to their world, they would make contact. But first, they needed to tell the rest of the pack about what they had seen. About the human girl who had helped their injured pack. Remember? The human girl who had shown kindness to a creature she had never seen before. In the distance, Yuna and Taiho disappeared into the colony. The alien wolves melted back into the hills like shadows. But they would be watching. And waiting. The first contact between humans and the Villani had begun with a simple act of compassion. But neither species knew yet how much this moment would change both of their worlds. Kira limped through the dark forest toward her pack's den. Her bandaged paw still hurt, but the human's medicine was working. The pain was less now than it had been in days. The other wolves were waiting for her. They had smelled the human scent on her fur from far away. When she reached the den, they surrounded her. Their eyes glowed in the darkness. Where have you been? Asked Nari, the pack leader. Her voice was deep and strong. We heard you cry out. We came to help you, but you were gone. I was caught in a metal trap, Kira said. One of the old traps left by the first humans who came here. The pack made angry sounds. They all hated the traps. Many of their kind had been hurt or killed by them over the years. How did you escape? Asked Biam, Nari's mate. He was sniffing at Kira's bandaged paw. This smells like human medicine. A human helped me, Kira said. The pack went silent. Then they all started talking at once. A human helped you? That's impossible. Humans only hurt our kind. You must be sick from the trap, Nari growled loudly. The other wolves became quiet. Tell us what happened, she said. Kira sat down and began her story. She told them about the young human female who had found her, about how the human had been gentle and careful, about how she had cleaned the wound and wrapped it with soft cloth. She spoke to me, Kira said. Her voice was kind. She called me little fuzzy friend. Humans don't speak to us, said Deho, one of the younger wolves. They shoot at us. They set traps for us. They are our enemies. This one was different, Kira said. She saw that I was hurt and she helped me. She could have left me to die. She could have called other humans to capture me. But she didn't. Nari paced back and forth. She was thinking hard. The other human, she said. The male, what did he do? He was scared, Kira said. He wanted the female to stay away from me. But she wouldn't listen to him. She said I needed help. Humans care only for themselves, said Isil, an old female Volv. I have lived long enough to know this. They take what they want and destroy the rest. But this one helped me, Kira said. Again, look at my paw. The wound is healing. The pain is going away. If she wanted to hurt me, why would she make me better? The pack argued for a long time. Some thought Kira was lying. Others thought she was confused from the pain, but a few began to wonder if maybe this human was different. "We should watch them," said Jinwoo, a young male. "If these humans are different, we should learn about them." "And if they are the same as the others?" asked Isiel. "Then we will deal with them as we always have," Nari said. The next day, Kira led some of the pack to the place where she had been trapped. The metal trap was still there, but it was open now. The ground around it was stained with her blue blood. Near the trap they found something interesting, a small bag made of soft material. Inside were bottles of medicine and clean cloth. The same kind the human had used to help Kira. "She left this for us," Kira said, "in case someone else gets hurt." The wolves sniffed at the bag. It smelled like the human girl. But it also smelled like kindness, like someone who cared about others. "This is strange," said Biam. "Why would a human leave medicine for us?" "Maybe she knows we might need it," Kira said. They hid in the tall grass and watched the human colony. It was bigger than they had thought. Many humans lived there in small buildings. They had machines that moved without legs. They had lights that worked even in the dark. But what surprised the wolves most was how the humans acted. They saw humans helping each other. They saw them sharing food. They saw them playing with their young ones. "They care for their own pack," said Jinwoo, "just like we do." "All animals care for their own," said Isiel. "That doesn't make them good," but as they watched, they saw something else. A human child fell down and hurt his knee. The human girl, who had helped Kira, came running. She cleaned the child's wound and put medicine on it. She was gentle and careful, just like she had been with Kira. "She helps all hurt things," said Biam. "Not just her own kind." They watched for several days. Each day, they saw more things that surprised them. The humans took care of their sick and old. They shared their food with anyone who was hungry. They even helped the small animals that lived near their colony. One day, Kira found another hurt animal. It was a small, furry creature that lived in the trees. Its wing was broken. Kira remembered how the human girl had helped her. She picked up the small animal carefully in her mouth. Then she carried it to the place where the human girl had left the medicine bag. The human girl came there every day to check on the medicine. When she found the hurt animal, she looked around. She seemed to understand that one of the wolves had brought it to her. "Don't worry, little one," she said to the animal. "I'll take care of you." Kira watched from hiding as the human girl fixed the animal's wing. She was just as gentle as she had been with Kira. When the human girl finished, she looked toward the tall grass where Kira was hiding. "Thank you," she said, "for bringing him to me, for trusting me." Kira wanted to come out and talk to the human girl, but she was still afraid. Her pack was still not sure about these humans. That night, the pack met again. They had all seen what the human girl had done for the small animal. "She helped a creature that one of us brought to her," said Nari. "She understood that we wanted her to help it." "Maybe these humans are different," said Jinwoo. "Or maybe it's a trick," said Isiel. "Maybe they want us to trust them so they can capture us." Nari was quiet for a long time. Then she made her decision. "We will test them," she said. "We will see if they are truly different from the other humans. If they are, maybe we can learn to live together on this world." "And if they are not?" asked Biam. "Then we will protect our territory as we always have," Nari said. The pack agreed. They would watch the humans. They would test them. And slowly, carefully, they would learn if these soft-skinned creatures could be trusted. But first, they had to decide how to test them. It would have to be something that would show the humans' true nature. Something that would prove if they were really different from the other humans who had come to their world. As the pack planned, none of them knew that the humans were also watching them. The colony's sensors had detected large animals moving around their settlement. The humans were curious too. Both species were about to learn things about each other that would change everything. Far above them, a ship moved through the dark space between stars. On that ship were beings who had been watching both humans and the Volf-like aliens for a long time. They had seen other species try to make contact with the wolves. They had seen those species fail. Now they were coming to see what would happen when humans and wolves met. The test was about to begin. The big ship stopped above Kepler 442b. Inside the ship, beings from many different worlds were looking at screens that showed the human colony below. "Are you sure about this?" asked Seo-jun. He was tall and thin, with gray skin and 4 arms. His job was to speak for the Galactic Council. "The reports say humans are talking to the Villani." "That's impossible," said Hyesu. She was the military commander of the Council's fleet. Her people looked like large cats that walked on 2 legs. "No one talks to the Villani. They kill anyone who tries." "The censors don't lie," said Jiho. He was young and new to his job as a diplomat. "The humans have been on that planet for 6 months. The Villani should have attacked them by now. But they haven't. The Council had been keeping peace in the galaxy for hundreds of years. They did this by making sure that dangerous species stayed away from peaceful ones. The Villani were one of the most dangerous species they knew. The Villani destroyed 3 Council ships last year," Hyesu said. "They don't talk, they don't trade, they just hunt and kill." "But these humans are still alive," Seo-jun said. "Something is different." On the planet below, Do-yun was having his own meeting. He was in charge of the human colony. The people around the table looked worried. "We have a problem," said Minho. He studied alien behavior for a living. "The animals we've been seeing aren't just animals. They're intelligent. They're watching us." "How do you know?" asked Ji-won. She was trying to learn how to talk to aliens. "Look at this," Minho said. He showed them a recording. On the screen, they could see one of the Volf-like creatures. It was watching human children play. But it wasn't hunting them. It was just watching. "It's learning," Minho said. "It's trying to understand us." "That's good, right?" asked Do-yun. "If they're smart, maybe we can be friends." "Or maybe they're learning how to kill us better," said Taiho. He was still angry about what his sister had done. "These things are dangerous." "We should call for help." "We can't," said Ji-won. "The Council forbids contact with unknown species. If we tell them about this, they'll make us leave." "Maybe that's not a bad thing," said Taiho, but Do-yun shook his head. "This is our home now. We're not leaving because of some animals." While the humans talked, Yuna was walking through the grass outside the colony. She went to the place where she had left the medicine bag every day. Sometimes she found it empty. Sometimes she found new hurt animals waiting for her. Today she found something different. The bag was still there, but next to it was a pile of beautiful blue stones. They sparkled like jewels in the sunlight. "They're trying to trade with me," she said to herself. "They're giving me gifts." She picked up one of the stones. It was smooth and warm. She had never seen anything like it on Earth. A sound made her look up. One of the Volf creatures was standing at the edge of the grass. It was the same one she had helped before. She could see the white bandage on its paw. "Hello again," she said. Softly, "How is your paw feeling?" The creature stepped closer. It was not afraid anymore. It sat down and held up its paw. Yuna could see that the wound was healing well. "That's good," she said. "You're getting better." The creature made a sound. It was not a growl or a whine. It sounded almost like it was trying to talk. "I wish I could understand you," Yuna said. The creature tilted its head. Then it did something amazing. It pointed at itself with one paw. Then it made a sound. "Kira? Kira?" Yuna repeated. "Is that your name?" The creature nodded. Then it pointed at Yuna and made a questioning sound. "I'm Yuna," she said, pointing at herself. "Yuna," the creature said. The words were strange in its mouth, but Yuna could understand them. "Yes," Yuna said, "you're learning to talk." High above them, the council ship was watching everything. The beings on the ship could not believe what they were seeing. "The Villani is trying to communicate," said Seo-jun. "This has never happened before." "It's a trick," said Hyesu. "The Villani don't talk. They hunt. But look at it," said Jiho. "It's not acting like a hunter. It's acting like a friend." The council had rules about this. When a dangerous species started acting strange, they had to investigate. If the danger was real, they had to stop it. Send a probe, ordered Siejun. We need to know what's happening down there. The probe was small and fast. It flew down to the planet and started taking pictures. But the Villani pack saw it coming. They thought it was a threat. Nari and her pack attacked the probe. They destroyed it quickly. But they didn't hurt the crew inside the escape pod. They just watched as the small ship flew back to the big ship above. They destroyed our probe, said Hayasu. But they didn't kill the crew. That's not normal Villani behavior. Something is changing them, said Seojin. The question is, what? Back on the planet, Yuna was still talking to Kira. The Volf creature was learning new words quickly. It was very smart. Pack, Kira said, pointing toward the hills. My pack. Your family? Yuna asked. Kira nodded. Family, pack same. I'd like to meet them, Yuna said. Kira looked worried. Pack ... scared, humans ... dangerous. But you're not scared of me, Yuna said. You ... different, Kira said. You help, not hurt. Maybe I can show your pack that other humans are like me, Yuna said. Maybe we can all be friends. Kira thought about this. Maybe, she said, but pack leader ... must decide. Unknown to both of them, the pack leader was already making decisions. Nari had been watching the conversation from the tall grass. She had seen how gentle the human girl was with Kira. She had heard them trying to talk to each other. But she had also seen the flying machine from the sky. She knew that other beings were watching them. And she knew that these sky beings were not as kind as the human girl. We have new enemies, she told her pack that night. The sky beings are coming? They destroyed our cousins on other worlds. They will try to destroy us too. What do we do? Asked Liam. We make a choice, Nari said. We can fight alone, like we always have, or we can try to work with the humans. The humans are weak, said Isiel. They can't help us fight sky beings. But they are kind, said Kira. And sometimes kindness is stronger than fighting. The pack argued long into the night. Some wanted to attack the human colony before the sky beings arrived. Others wanted to hide in the deep caves and wait, but Nari had a different idea. A dangerous idea. We will test the humans one more time, she said. If they pass this test, we will ask for their help. If they fail, we will drive them away. What kind of test? Asked Jinwoo. The hardest test of all, Nari said. We will trust them with our young. The pack fell silent. To trust another species with their pups was the greatest risk they could take. But it was also the greatest honor they could give. If the humans proved worthy of that trust, then maybe, just maybe, they could face the sky beings together. But if the humans failed the test, then everything would change. The friendship between Yuna and Kira would end. The war between species would begin, and the sky beings would be watching it all. 3 months had passed since Yuna first helped Kira. Now they met every day at the edge of the colony. Yuna was learning the Villani language, and Kira was getting better at speaking human words. Pack is, how you say, nervous? Kira said. She was lying in the grass while Yuna checked her paw. The wound had healed completely, but Yuna still liked to make sure everything was okay. Nervous, Yuna repeated. Why are they nervous? Sky beings, Kira said. They watch us. Pack thinks danger comes. Yuna looked up at the sky. She knew about the ship that was floating above their planet. The colony leaders had told everyone about it, but they said not to worry. Maybe the sky beings just want to be friends too, Yuna said. Kira made a sound that meant no in her language. Sky beings not like you. They fear us. They think we are ... bad things. But you're not bad, Yuna said. You're kind and smart. You see this. Sky beings not see this. Soman, one of the colony scientists, was hiding in the tall grass nearby. She was watching Yuna and Kira talk. She had been studying the Villani for weeks now. What she saw amazed her. The Villani were not just smart animals. They had a complex society. They took care of their sick and old. They had rules about how to behave. They even had art. She had seen them making beautiful patterns in the sand. This changes everything we know about them, she whispered into her recording device. They're not just predators, they're people. Meanwhile, Wusung was working in his workshop. He was the colony's engineer, and he had been making special tools for Yuna, tools that would work better on Vellani bodies. The medical scanner is ready. He told Yuna when she came to pick it up. It can see inside their bodies without hurting them. And these bandages are made from their own fur, so they won't cause allergic reactions. This is wonderful, Yuna said. Now I can help them even better. But the real test was coming. That evening, as Yuna was getting ready for bed, she heard a soft sound outside her window. She looked out and saw Kira standing in the garden. Yuna, Kira called quietly. Come, please. Yuna put on her clothes and grabbed her medical bag. She followed Kira into the darkness. They walked for a long time, going deeper into the hills than Yuna had ever been before. Finally, they reached a cave hidden behind some rocks. Inside, Yuna could see the glow of eyes in the darkness. The whole Vellani pack was there. Yuna said. A deep voice, a large female Vellani, stepped forward. This was Nari, the pack leader. I am ... leader. Kira tells us ... You help? Yes, Yuna said. I want to help. We have problem, Nari said. Young one is sick. Our healing not work. You try? Yuna's heart started beating fast. They were asking her to help their child. This was the greatest honor they could give her. It was also the greatest responsibility. I'll try my best, she said. Nari led her deeper into the cave. There, lying on a bed of soft grass, was a small Vellani pup. It was very young, maybe only a few weeks old. Its fur was pale and its breathing was fast and shallow. Yuna knelt down beside the pup. She could see that it was very sick. Its eyes were dull and its nose was dry. When she touched it gently, she could feel that it had a fever. How long has he been sick? She asked. 3 days, said another Vellani. This was Bion, Nari's mate, and the pup's father. He not eat, he not play. Just sleep and breathe hard. Yuna used her new medical scanner to look inside the pup's body. What she saw worried her. There was something wrong with the pup's lungs. They were filled with fluid. It's pneumonia, she said, an infection in his lungs. It's very serious. The pack made worried sounds. They didn't understand the human word, but they could hear the concern in Yuna's voice. Can you ... help? Asked Nari. I think so, Yuna said. But I need to use strong medicine, and I need to do it right away. She opened her medical bag and took out several bottles. The medicine was designed for humans, but she had studied Vellani. Biology enough to know how to change the dose. This might hurt him a little, she warned, but it will help him breathe better. She gave the pup an injection of medicine. Then she used a small device to help clear the fluid from his lungs. The pup whimpered, but the adult Vellani held him still and spoke to him in soft, comforting voices. For an hour, Yuna worked on the little pup. The whole pack watched in silence. They had never seen human medicine before. Some of them were scared. Others were amazed. Finally, the pup's breathing began to get easier. His fever started to go down. He opened his eyes and looked around. Mama? He said in a small, weak voice. Nari rushed to his side. She licked his face gently. I'm here, little one. The healer human made you better. The pup looked at Yuna with big, curious eyes. Thank you, healer human, he said. Yuna felt tears in her eyes. You're welcome, little one. The pack began to make a strange sound. It was like singing, but deeper and more complex. Yuna realized they were celebrating. The pup was going to be okay. This is pack song, Kira explained. We sing. When ... when pack member is saved. It's beautiful, Yuna said. When the song ended, Nari stepped forward. She did something that shocked everyone. She touched her nose to Yuna's forehead. It was a sacred Vellani gesture, reserved only for the most honored pack members. You are pack friend now, she said. First human to be pack friend. You save our young, we not forget? Pack friend, Yuna asked. Like ... Kira said, but not born family, chosen family. The other Vellani came forward one by one. Each one touched Yuna's hand with their nose. They were accepting her into their pack, but the celebration was interrupted by a loud noise from outside. Bright lights filled the cave entrance. Ships were landing near the cave. Council forces, Nari growled. They come. Through the cave entrance. Yuna could see soldiers in strange armor. They had weapons and scanners. They were searching for something. We need to hide, said BM. No, said Nari. No more hiding. If Yuna is pack friend, then we trust all humans. We see if humans protect pack friend. But they might have weapons, Yuna said. They might hurt you. Then we fight, said Jinwoo. Pack protects pack. Wait, Yuna said. Let me talk to them first. Maybe I can explain. But as she started toward the cave entrance, the soldiers appeared in the doorway. They had found the cave. Humans detected an unauthorized alien contact, said the lead soldier. His voice came through a machine that made it sound cold and scary. Prepare for extraction. No, Yuna said. You don't understand. These are my friends. Step away from the hostiles, the soldier ordered. You are in danger. The Villani pack spread out around Yuna. They were protecting her from the soldiers, but they were also ready to fight if they had to. They're not hostiles, Yuna said. They're intelligent beings. They have families. They have culture. They saved my life. Irrelevant, the soldier said. Council orders are to separate all species. Contact is forbidden. Then the council is wrong, Yuna said. The soldier raised his weapon. The Villani growled. The little pup, still weak but getting better, pressed close to his mother. Last warning, the soldier said. Come with us now, or we will take you by force. Yuna looked back at her new pack family. She looked at the little pup she had just saved. She thought about everything she had learned about the Villani, about their kindness, their intelligence, their love for each other. No, she said, I won't leave them. The soldier spoke into his communication device. Subject refuses extraction. Request permission to use force. A voice crackled back. Permission granted. Secure the human. Neutralize the hostiles. The battle was about to begin. The cave filled with tension. Council soldiers pointed their weapons at the Villani pack. The wolves spread out in a protective circle around Yuna and the sick pup. Don't hurt them, Yuna shouted. They're not dangerous. All Villani are dangerous, the lead soldier said. Council records show they have killed hundreds of beings. Those were different Villani, Yuna said. These ones are peaceful, Nari stepped forward. Her voice was low and threatening. You point weapons at pack friend. This is ... not allowed, the soldier's weapon hummed as it charged up. The alien is threatening us? Permission to fire? Negative, came a voice from his communicator. Commander Kyung-soo wants them alive for questioning. High above the planet on the main council ship, Commander Kyung-soo was watching everything on his screens. He was a tall being with blue skin and silver eyes. He had been fighting wars for the council for 50 years. This is very strange, he said to his officers. The Villani are protecting the human. They should be trying to eat her. Maybe they're keeping her as food for later, suggested one officer. No, said Eunji, the human ambassador to the council. She had arrived on the ship that morning. That's not what's happening here. They care about her. Impossible, Kyung-soo sighed. Villani don't care about other species. Then how do you explain this? Eunji pointed at the screen. It showed Yuna kneeling beside the sick pup, with the entire pack protecting her. Back in the cave, more soldiers were arriving. They had surrounded the entrance. There was no way out. We need to leave, said BM. Take the back tunnels. No, said Nari firmly. We run from no one. This is our home. The little pup started to cry. All the noise and bright lights were scaring him. Yuna picked him up gently and held him close. It's okay, little one, she whispered. I won't let them hurt you. Kira moved to stand beside Yuna. Pack protects pack friend, she said to the soldiers. You go now or we fight. We don't want to fight, said the lead soldier. We just want the human. Then you get no one, growled Jinwoo. Suddenly there was a loud roar from outside the cave. More Villani were coming, but these were not Nari's pack. These were different wolves led by a massive male with scars all over his face. Jaehyun, Nari whispered. The war pack. Jaehyun's pack burst into the cave. They saw the council soldiers and immediately attacked. But they also saw Nari's pack protecting a human, and that made them angry too. You side with softskins? Jayan roared at Nari. You betray your own kind. The cave exploded into chaos. Jayan's pack fought the soldiers. Some of Nari's pack fought Jayan's wolves. Others continued to protect Yuna and the pup. Laser fire lit up the cave. Villani howls echoed off the walls. Yuna crouched low, holding the pup tight, trying to keep him safe from the battle. We have to get out of here, she shouted to Kira. This way, Kira called back. Together they ran deeper into the cave. Nari and Biam followed them, along with several other pack members. Behind them, the fighting continued. They ran through dark tunnels for what felt like hours. Finally, they emerged from a cave opening on the other side of the mountain. In the distance, they could see the human colony. But between them and the colony were more council ships landing. They're attacking the colony too, Yuna said. We have to help, said Nari, but your pack is small, Yuna said. How can we fight so many? Not just my pack, Nari said. All packs. Jayan may hate humans, but he hates sky beings more. When he sees them attacking our world, he will fight them. She was right. As they watched, Jayun's pack came pouring out of caves all over the mountain. They had stopped fighting Nari's pack and started attacking the council forces instead. Meanwhile, in the human colony, panic was spreading. Haun, a young girl who worked in the communication center, was trying to call for help, but the council ships were blocking all signals. We're cut off, she told Do-yeon. No one knows what's happening. Here. Then we fight alone, Do-yeon said. Just like our ancestors did, but the humans were not fighters. They were scientists and farmers and engineers. They had some weapons, but not many. The council forces were much stronger. That's when something amazing happened. The Villani pack started helping the humans. They attacked council soldiers who were trying to capture human families. They guided lost humans to safety. They even shared their caves as hiding places. Taeho, Yuna's brother, couldn't believe what he was seeing. A group of Villani had just saved him from a squad of council soldiers. Why are you helping us? He asked them. Sister is pack friend, one of them said. Humans help pack friend, pack help humans. On the council ship, Commander Kyung-soo was getting angry. How is this possible? The Villani are working with the humans. Sir, said one of his officers, maybe we should try talking to them instead of fighting. Talking? Kyung-soo laughed. You don't talk to wild animals, you control them. But Yoongi had a different idea. Commander, let me go down to the planet. Let me talk to my people in the Villani. Maybe we can end this without more fighting. Absolutely not, Kyung-soo said. It's too dangerous. More dangerous than a war? Yoongi asked. While they argued, the fighting on the planet was getting worse. More council ships were arriving. More Villani packs were joining the battle. And caught in the middle were the human colonists trying to survive. Yuna, still carrying the sick pup, was making her way toward the colony with Nari's pack. They had to hide from council patrols and avoid areas where Jaeyoon's pack was fighting. Why is this happening? Yuna asked Nari as they crouched behind some rocks. Sky beings fear what they don't understand, Nari said. They see Villani and humans together and they think danger. But real danger is fear. Fear makes war. There has to be a way to stop this, Yuna said. Kira, who had been quiet, suddenly spoke up. There is way, but very dangerous. What way? Yuna asked. We go to big sky ship, Kira said. We show them pack-friend bond. We show them humans and Villani can be family. That's suicide, said Biam. They'll kill us before we can talk. Maybe, said Kira, but if we not try, everyone dies. War will spread to other worlds, other packs, other humans. Yuna looked down at the little pup in her arms. He was getting better because she had helped him. His pack had accepted her because she had shown kindness. Maybe, just maybe, they could show the same kindness to the council. I'll do it, she said. But I can't ask you to come with me. Pack friend goes, pack goes, said Nari simply. This is crazy, said Biam, but then he looked at his son in Yuna's arms. But maybe crazy is what we need. As the battle raged around them, a small group prepared for the most dangerous mission of their lives. They were going to fly to the council ship and try to convince them that humans and Vallani could live together in peace. It was their only hope of stopping the war. But first, they had to survive long enough to get there. And with council forces hunting them and angry Vallani packs fighting everywhere, that was going to be very hard. The fate of two species, and maybe the whole galaxy, depended on a human girl, a Volf pack, and a sick pup who had brought them all together. Getting to the council ship was harder than Yuna had imagined. She and Kira had to sneak through a war zone. Council soldiers were everywhere. Angry Vallani packs were fighting in the hills. And both sides were shooting at anything that moved. There, Kira whispered, pointing at a small ship near the colony. Human flying machine. It was one of the colony's transport ships. Wusong, the engineer, was trying to fix it after it had been damaged in the fighting. Wusong! Yuna called softly. He looked up, surprised. Yuna? What are you doing here? It's dangerous. I need your ship, she said. I have to get to the council ship in space. Are you crazy? Wusong stared at her. They'll shoot you down before you get close. Maybe, Yuna said. But I have to try. This war will destroy everything if I don't. Wusong looked at Kira, who was holding the little pup gently in her arms. The pup was much better now, thanks to Yuna's medicine. He was even playing a little, the alien. She's your friend, isn't she? Wusong asked. She's my pack sister, Yuna said. And this little one is my pack nephew. Wusong was quiet for a moment, then he smiled. Well, I can't let my friend go. On a dangerous mission in a broken ship? Give me 10 minutes to fix the engines. While Wusong worked, Yuna and Kira watched the battle in the distance. Explosions lit up the sky. She could hear the howls of fighting Vallani and the sounds of council weapons. Many will die if we fail, Kira said sadly. Then we won't fail, Yuna said. We'll show them that friendship is stronger than fear. Ship is ready, Wusong announced, but I'm coming with you. No, Yuna said, it's too dangerous. Someone has to fly the ship, Wusong said. And someone has to tell the galaxy about what really happened here. The little ship lifted off quietly. Wusong flew it carefully, avoiding the fighting below. As they rose higher, they could see the whole planet. Parts of it were burning. Council ships were landing everywhere. Vallani packs were moving like shadows across the landscape. So much pain, the little pup said in his small voice. Why do? The sky beings make war because they're scared, Yuna said. Sometimes people do bad things when they're scared. Are you scared? The pup asked. Yuna thought about it. Yes, but I'm also hopeful. As they approached the council ship, alarms started ringing. The ship was enormous, bigger than the entire human colony. Lights flashed on its surface as weapons turned toward their small ship. Unknown vessel, turn back immediately, came a voice over the radio. You are entering restricted space. This is Yuna, human colony medical officer, she said into the microphone. I need to speak to your commander. I have important information about the Vallani. All humans have been ordered to evacuate, the voice said. Return to the planet immediately. I'm not alone, Yuna said. I have Vallani with me, peaceful Vallani who want to talk. There was a long silence, then a different voice came on the radio. It sounded older and more tired. This is Commander Kyung-soo. You say you have peaceful Vallani with you? Yes, Yuna said. They're my friends. They saved human lives during the fighting. Impossible, Kyung-soo said. Vallani don't save other species. These ones do, Yuna said. Please, just let us come aboard. Let us show you. Another long silence. Finally, you may dock. But any aggressive action and we will destroy your ship. Understood, Yuna said. The council ship's docking bay was huge and bright. When their small ship landed, dozens of armed guards surrounded it. They all had their weapons ready. Yuna stepped out first, with her hands up to show she was not dangerous. Then Kira came out, carrying the little pup. The guards tensed when they saw the Vallani, but they didn't shoot. Where is Commander Kyung-soo? Yuna asked. I'm here, said a tall being with blue skin. He was looking at Kira with amazement. It's really true, a Villani who isn't trying to kill us? Kira would never hurt anyone, Yuna said. None of her pack would. They're good people. People? Kyungsoo said, they're animals. Kira stepped forward. Her voice was careful and polite. I am Kira of the Mountain Pack. This is Yuna, my pack friend. This is Maru, my pack nephew. We come. In peace. The entire docking bay went silent. No one had ever heard a Villani speak before. You can talk, Kyungsoo whispered. We always talk, Kira said. You never listen. Ambassador Yunji came running into the docking bay. Commander, you need to see this, she said, holding up a recording device. I've been monitoring the planet. Look what the Villani are doing, she played the recording on a big screen. Everyone could see Villani packs helping human families escape from burning buildings. They saw wolves carrying human children to safety. They saw injured council soldiers being healed by human doctors while Villani stood guard to protect them. They're working together, Yunji said. Humans and Villani are fighting side by side to protect each other. But that's impossible, said one of the officers. The Villani are killers. Some are, Kira said sadly. Some humans are killers too, but not all. Good exists in every species. Little Maru looked up at Commander Kyungsoo with big, innocent eyes. Why do you want to hurt my family? He asked. Kyungsoo knelt down to look at the pup. We thought your people were dangerous. Some are dangerous, Maru said. But Mama and Papa and Aunt Kira and pack friend Yuna are not dangerous. They help hurt things get better. Pack friend? Kyungsoo asked. It means family, Yuna explained. They made me part of their pack because I helped them. Because I showed them kindness. Kyungsoo stood up slowly. He was thinking hard. Around him, his officers and soldiers were watching everything with wide eyes. If this is true, he said finally, if humans really can make peace with the Villani, then everything we know about the galaxy is wrong. Not wrong, said Yunji, just incomplete. We never tried to understand each other before. We only tried to stay apart. What do you propose? Kyungsoo asked. Stop the fighting, Yuna said. Give us a chance to show the galaxy that different species can be friends. Let humans help other species learn to trust each other. And if it doesn't work, then we'll have tried, Yuna said. But I think it will work. Because kindness is stronger than fear. Kyungsoo looked around at his officers. Some looked doubtful, others looked hopeful. All of them looked tired of fighting. Order all forces to cease fire, he said finally. Open communication channels to all Villani packs and human colonies. Sir? One officer asked. Are you sure? No, Kyungsoo said. But I'm willing to try something new. The fighting stopped that day. It took months of careful talking, but slowly humans and Villani learned to live together. Some Villani packs remained wild and dangerous. Some humans remained fearful and hostile. But many from both species chose friendship. Yuna became the first director of the Interspecies Medical Service. She traveled to different worlds, helping to heal the wounds between species. Kira became an ambassador, teaching other aliens about human kindness. Little Maru grew up speaking both human and Villani languages. He became a teacher, helping young beings from different species learn to understand each other. The human colony on Kepler 442b became the first mixed-species settlement. Humans and Villani lived side by side, sharing their knowledge and protecting each other. And it all started with a simple moment of compassion. A human girl who saw a hurt animal and chose to help instead of fear, years later. When Houn wrote the history of the Great Change, she always began with the same words. It started with kindness, it ended with hope. And in between, two species learned that friendship can change the galaxy. The council still existed, but it was different now. Instead of keeping species apart, it helped them come together. Earth humans became known as the bridge species, the ones who could help others overcome their differences, and in a small medical station on the edge of known space, an old woman named Yuna would sometimes sit with an old Volf named Kira, watching the stars and remembering the day they first met. Did you ever think it would lead to all this? Kira would ask. No, Yuna would say. I just saw a hurt friend who needed help. Sometimes, Kira would reply, the smallest kindness creates the biggest changes. And across the galaxy on 1,000 different worlds, humans and aliens lived. Together in peace, proving that love really was stronger than fear.